Breaking news for millions of Americans. The kind of headline that makes everyone stop scrolling, turn the volume up, and listen closely. Hi, I'm Smartha, and today's update is a big one for SSI, SSDI, and VA beneficiaries. We're talking about $2,000 direct payments and tariff rebates rolling out fast. Stay with me. This could be the most important news of the year for millions of Americans. A major financial announcement has just shaken Washington. And if you receive SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, this could mean an extra $2,000 headed your way. That's right, a new round of stimulus and rebate checks has just been greenlit following President Trump's latest move that's already making waves across the country. But this isn't just about stimulus. It's tied to a massive tariff rebate plan that could impact not only your wallet but also the entire U.S. economy. In the next few minutes, we're breaking down exactly who qualifies, how much you could receive, why this is happening right now, and the critical timelines every senior and veteran must know before it's too late. Stay with me, because this announcement could change the way the next few months look for millions of households. The story began to unfold earlier this week when President Trump addressed reporters from the White House lawn, standing firm on what he called a direct financial lifeline for hard-working Americans and our veterans. For months, discussions about a new stimulus package had been circulating quietly in Washington, but few expected the final push to come in the form of a tariff rebate stimulus hybrid package. This is not your usual stimulus check. This time, the $2,000 direct payment is structured in a way that combines economic relief with revenue from new tariff adjustments, creating a fund that is both immediate and strategically targeted. According to early reports from economic aides, the plan involves redirecting a portion of tariff revenues collected from major trade agreements to fund direct payments for low and fixed-income Americans. That means SSI, SSDI, VA, and low-income seniors are among the top priority groups. This approach, according to Trump's team, not only gives people immediate financial relief but also allows the government to avoid raising new debt, something that was a major sticking point in previous stimulus debates. Economists are calling this a financial two-punch strategy, stimulus for citizens and a tariff weapon on the global stage. The logic is simple: use tariffs as a source of funds, return a portion of that money to the American people, and use the rest to bolster domestic industries. It's a bold move. And it's already sparking strong reactions from both supporters and critics. So what exactly does this mean for you? Let's break it down. Under the current draft plan, eligible Americans, including SSI and SSDI recipients, veterans receiving VA benefits, and individuals with low taxable income, are set to receive a $2,000 one-time direct deposit or paper check. This will work similarly to the previous stimulus rounds, but there's a key difference. This package is being tied to tariff rebates, not just congressional spending bills. Early distribution plans suggest that the first wave of payments could hit accounts within weeks of final approval. This means that seniors, veterans, and disability recipients who rely on fixed income may see an extra $2,000 in their bank accounts before the holiday season. And for many families, that could make the difference between struggling through the winter and finally breathing a little easier. The tariff rebate portion of this plan is what makes it so unique. Rather than waiting on lengthy debt negotiations, the administration is pulling from already collected tariff revenues, primarily from trade with major global exporters. Those funds have been sitting in reserve accounts, and now they're being converted into direct aid for the American people. But here's where it gets even more interesting. According to senior White House officials, the rebate isn't just a stimulus check, it's also a way to cushion households from inflationary impacts of those same tariffs. In other words, as tariffs push prices up on imports, these rebate checks are meant to offset the added cost for everyday Americans, especially the most vulnerable groups like seniors and veterans. So who exactly qualifies for this payment? The eligibility criteria are expected to mirror previous stimulus checks with a few targeted adjustments. Individuals receiving SSI or SSDI, veterans receiving VA benefits, retirees with Social Security as their primary income, Americans earning below a certain income threshold, likely around $75,000 for individuals. Certain groups on fixed incomes who file no tax return but are registered with the Social Security Administration or the VA. Now here's a critical detail. If you receive previous stimulus checks automatically, you will most likely receive this rebate automatically as well. That means no extra forms, no lengthy applications, no IRS headaches. Payments will be routed through the same channels as Social Security and VA benefits, including direct deposit and direct express cards. Paper checks will also be sent out for those who don't have electronic payments set up. This move is also expected to give the economy a short-term boost heading into the winter months. Many experts say seniors and low-income Americans tend to spend stimulus funds quickly on essentials like groceries, utilities, healthcare, and transportation, which injects cash back into the economy at a critical time. But make no mistake, while the checks themselves are straightforward, the political battle behind them has been anything but. Trump's team pushed this plan through after weeks of behind-the-scenes negotiations, leveraging the tariff issue as both a political weapon and an economic tool. Supporters call it a genius financial maneuver. Critics call it a risky play with international consequences. One of the biggest questions now is how fast the money will move. Based on timelines shared by administration officials, if the plan clears its final procedural step in the coming days, the first payments could start rolling out in as little as 3 to 4 weeks. That would align with the holiday season, making this one of the largest pre-holiday direct payment rollouts in recent memory. Veterans groups have already responded positively, saying this could provide crucial financial breathing room for former service members struggling with housing, medical bills, and inflation. For many seniors living on fixed incomes, an extra $2,000 check could mean catching up on overdue bills or stocking up on essentials before the winter. But there are still uncertainties. Some analysts warn that the tariff rebate structure could fluctuate depending on international trade responses and legal challenges. Others note that Congress could still amend certain parts of the distribution mechanism before final rollout. Still, White House aides remain confident. In Trump's own words during the press briefing, "This is not a promise for the future, this is action. We're bringing America's money back to America and putting it straight into the hands of our veterans, our seniors, and our hardworking people." This package also carries a clear political message. It positions Trump as the face of economic direct action, sidestepping slower congressional battles and using tariff funds to bypass gridlock. For millions of Americans who have been waiting for months for meaningful relief, this is exactly the kind of news they've been hoping to hear. But here's where things could shift dramatically. If the tariff rebate fund performs better than expected, additional rounds of direct payments may be considered. Some insiders hint that this first $2,000 check could be the beginning of a broader economic strategy heading into the next fiscal year. And that's why it's more important than ever for seniors, veterans, and Social Security recipients to stay informed, check their payment information, and make sure their benefit accounts are up to date. One wrong detail and an outdated address, a closed bank account, or missing paperwork could delay your check. Experts are also urging beneficiaries to watch out for scams. Every time a new stimulus program rolls out, scammers follow close behind. No official agency will ever call, email, or text you asking for your bank details to release your check. If your information is already on file with Social Security or the VA, you will receive your payment automatically. This is a developing story, and updates are expected to roll out rapidly over the coming days. Economic analysts, veteran groups, and Social Security advocacy organizations are all tracking the timeline closely. And for millions of Americans, this isn't just policy, it's personal. This is rent, this is medicine, this is survival. So here's the bottom line. $2,000 direct payments have been officially approved as part of a stimulus tariff rebate package. SSI, SSDI, VA, and low-income seniors are among the first in line. Payments are expected to start rolling out within weeks of final clearance. No extra application is required for most recipients, and this could just be the first wave of direct financial relief. As this story unfolds, the impact will reach every corner of the country, from retirees on fixed income to veterans facing rising living costs.